And we're live. So I'm going live early today because I need to get to work. Yesterday I put out a short of me driving the tractor, and actually I'll walk up to what I did yesterday. I had to feed up all the horses, put new straw out, and had the tractor running to lift the bales. So I figured I'm going to take these posts out because I need more posts on the north side. So I called my daughter to come out and help after I ripped down the wire. So this corner here, hi Jovita. So far your message looks good. Hi Heather, I can see that clearly. Cross our fingers that it's gonna keep working. But so this whole corner, the horses used to stand pretty much right here when they were out in this pasture. And you can see my tire tracks here. I've ripped out this whole section, and you can even see the green grass underneath. By the way, it is a beautiful day today. We have snow on the ground, but it's above zero. So it's a good day for building snowmen, but I was looking ahead in the forecast, and for a week or maybe 2 weeks, we're still going to be above zero. Jovita, yes, it's not a summer day, but the ground hasn't frozen yet. Hi, Jeff. And I'm still able to work on my fence, which I'm so grateful for because November is usually not like this. So you can see, this is my driveway. You can see how far I went. Hi, Jerry. And it's Mike, right? No Parts Garage. Haven't seen you in a long time. So I would just do a short walk. I've got a lot of work ahead of me. I only did one 8-foot post last night after I ripped all this down and drove all the posts over there. Dug it in. I'm making my fence 4.5, well, the posts, I'm putting them at 4.5 feet because, Jerry, I don't even know how much snow we got because it would come in 2 and 3 centimeters, and we've had that over several days. So there's your tire track. If you know a tire track, well, of course you know a tire track. So what's sitting on the ground is maybe 6 inches. Not 6 inches, 6 centimeters. Yes, 3 to 4 sounds good. I said 6 inches, I meant centimeters. But a lot of it melted at first too because it was still so warm. But the snowplow has always pushed snow onto my fence just from it flying to the side, not because he actually literally pushed it on there. And then the fence would sag, and I never put it up the best to begin with. So this path I just walked is going to be open now. There's more room for the snowplow, and I'm not losing much ground. If I point this way, you can see where I walked yesterday. That goes straight to the other pasture. So I'm just gonna make, instead of a really small one and a medium-sized pasture, I'm just gonna make a bigger pasture because, again, I ripped that fence line out all the way along the pine trees, or at least most of it. There's still some by the bush there. And I'm gonna have a gate on both sides so that I can still go around where I took you guys on a snowshoe walk last year. I still haven't trimmed those trees that are growing up the lane, but it'll get done one day. So that's what I did. And this triangle here, from the road to the path I walked, I thought maybe I could, it's all sand now because the horses have overgrazed it. I thought maybe I could just dump some manure and plant pumpkins or something like that in the summer. So very different looking because I used to have fence going all the way down the lane up to the yard. So this is kind of me expanding my yard. Yes, lots of work. I don't feel like I'm catching up on anything, but it feels good to tackle this north fence line little by little. As I was out there yesterday, I could see that the dogs are going across. I don't know if they go all the way to the neighbors, but I've seen the path through the field. And I also found some nice deer tracks. Everywhere I trimmed down the poplar trees, and they're tiny poplar trees, I've trimmed them down to be able to take the fence down. And the deer decided that was his new path. And you could see these really clear marks in the snow. Obviously, they found a squirrel. Yeah, like, I don't know how many times I've gone live and said, yeah, I need to trim these trees. Yeah, I need to do the fence. The one thing is, I hope it stays warm enough that I can get all these fence posts in. I've been watching videos. Are you guys getting a lot of wind on the mic? Kind of windy out here. I'm watching videos on how to get this fence put up. And there's a lot of different opinions, a lot of different ways to tie off the fence. And I've never really put up one of these fences properly before. What you got up there? Sounds good? Okay. Because the wind is, that was the weather today, that it was going to be very windy. It rained. Oh, the dogs love the snow. It rained this morning. I let the dogs out. They came immediately back to the door. I just stepped in a hole of some sort. And, but when it's snow and warm like this, there you can see my shadow. They love it. They won't stay out forever because eventually they get cold, but they love running through the snow. There, you can see on the tree. And as I point to it, it stops moving so much. So maybe YouTube or Apple fixed their issue because I'm getting messages okay. My phone is still all cracked. I'm just going to use it for as long as I can. On Monday, I went and bought, they don't sell plastic anymore. They call it tempered glass. But I bought a protector. I bought the wrong size. I bought an iPhone 14 Pro, and I have the Pro Max. Hi, Bob. And so it doesn't cover the whole screen, but we put it over the major crack. Jovita, I would have to pay. You have to pay to get out of your contract, and I still owe $1,000 on this phone, which turns out to be $60 or $70 a month. So I don't have $1,000 sitting in my wallet that I can upgrade. I may, when it gets down to maybe a couple hundred, it's going to take a whole year to get to that point. Then I may buy this phone out and get a new one, sign a new contract. But I just figured I'd show you guys the horses. I didn't know if I was going to stay on for a whole hour. Because for real this time, after I get off this live, I'm going to pack a lunch so I'm not tempted to come back to the house. And I'm going to drive down to where I'm doing the fence. There's no ripping apart, well, sort of. There's Jack, your favorite. I have to dig out 2 corner posts so I can put them, I'm putting an 8-foot post at every 100-meter mark, which is basically where they put a red flag. You know what? My phone still works. I'm not going to worry about it. The tempered glass is holding it together. So I'm putting the 8-foot post every 100 meters. I have 2 of them to dig up, and then the rest is just putting the 7-footers in. So The 8 foot I have to dig in 3.5, and the 7 feet I'm putting at 2.5 deep. Everyone looks so dirty. I found Christy was lying in wet, mucky straw, so I threw her another bale, and she wouldn't go to it yesterday. Yes, Jovita, as long as it works. And even if this one, say it stopped working immediately, I still have my iPhone 10. It was the XR. I could switch to that until I could get another one. Hi, Tinkerbell. So there's another job that I didn't get to do. I'm supposed to cement underneath the water bowl because the water bowl isn't level anymore. In the summer when it's really hot, the horses will stand around the water bowl and they kick up their front hoof because they're splashing sand on their belly to get the flies off. And when you look underneath the water bowl, there is railway ties. That's what the foundation for it is. But they have dug another 6 to 8 inches into the sand. No, I didn't have insurance on my phone. The only time I ever paid for insurance was my daughter was a teenager and we went in my Camaro somewhere and she was wearing a cardigan and she put her phone in it. And when we sat in the car, she slammed the door shut and her phone was inside her cardigan pocket, which was sitting right in the door frame, and she crunched it. So we got a free phone because we had the insurance, but I've never paid for insurance. So who knows, in the future I might think about getting insurance because I've never went and got a brand new phone. I've always gotten the oldest model that was almost free or the cheapest, but because I was doing YouTube, I thought I want to pay for this. And it seemed like it was worth it because I wonder if that was a shot. It is hunting season, I think. Just because I've gotten a lot of feedback when I put it in cinematic mode. So everyone's looking at me like, are you going to come and give us oats? Yeah, I'm wondering, I have a ball cap on to get the sun out of my eyes, but I'm wondering if I should go put my orange toque on as I sit out in the middle of the field. Can you guys hear the train? I love it. You know what? I've never had an Android. I've never left iPhone. You got to be able to hear that. That's so loud right now. Like it's right in my yard. Let's cross the fence. Go see Jack for a second. Yeah, that's got to be gunshots in the distance. I just hope my dogs stick close to me today. Hey, boy. Oh, somebody's nipping at him. Got some skin off of him. All right, I wonder if that's target practice. Would you really shoot a deer that many times? Don't bite him, Jack. Well, with all the leaves off the trees now, you hear things so much more clearly. The train is always loud, but it comes in way clearer in the winter. And that's also how I know whether the highways might be sketchy. Bo, you get away. He's gonna snap at Jack. Bo has an orange vest. Nobody else does. I should buy them a couple. I wonder if they would lose it. Bo doesn't lose his jackets. Oh, actually, he did that one time, the green one. I've never did find that one again. He hasn't lost his orange one yet, I should say. Because I did a whole live where I was looking for that jacket. No, I know they're not cheap. And I've kind of been spending money like it's going out of style because I had that loan and I got the land surveyed and I bought the fencing and I was buying hay. And now it's crunch time. I got to stop spending. I was buying a lot of decorations too. I don't know why. House decorations and Halloween, and we were going to thrift shops. We were having fun, but it's time to stop and do some penny pinching. I've also started rationing the dogs because Jesse's overweight, and Cletus, if he were a human and he went to see a doctor, he would be diagnosed as being morbidly obese. So I am going by the bag recommendations, and I basically have halved the amount of food I put out. And I was thinking, if we can keep this going, I'm going to upgrade the quality of dog food that I buy. Yes, Jovita, what have I found? I wanted to show all of that on my other channel, and I don't know, I just haven't been moving. Look, here is the big dig. Get my shadow out of there. That's how deep they've dug. Just because. Probably needs what for winter? Being fat? No, he's way too fat. What did we find? Recent things that I bought were a pasta pot, the one with the colander inside of it, so you just lift it out and you don't have to get an external colander. Found a big steel bowl for a couple dollars. Somebody bought it from IKEA. It was good quality, and the ones you usually buy now at Dollarama and stuff, they're very thin, so that one was a really good one. An antique mirror for my daughter in her bedroom. I don't know, I'm going to have to compile all this. We've been going to Winners a lot too and finding things there. I know I bought a couple decorations for Halloween and Christmas there. We bought a stool for the kitchen because sometimes you cannot reach that top shelf. And we found it's basically a plank from a tree. So a slice of tree, and these things are made, it says it's made in India. So I've been enjoying finding these items that are made in India. I bought a little rocking horse made out of wood for decoration in my bedroom. I don't know, just random house decorations, I guess. But I have to put a stop to that till after Christmas for sure, because I had my hay supplier. The guy showed up to my house because something went wrong with his phone. He lost my number, but he said he's got 8 more bales for me, and those are coming at the end of the month. And that should take me to somewhere close to the end of January. I still need to find more hay. Because these boys, Shay Raquel, it's Chez, Raquel. That's got to be snowmobilers, I hear. So these guys will go through a bale in a week because there's 5. I'm going to call these guys adults already because they eat like an adult horse. And so between her and the 3 weanling, well, hers isn't a weanling yet, but they're baby horses still. That bale will last 2 weeks. So basically I need 3 bales every 2 weeks. She's just being nosy because she wants her oats. Like, why aren't you feeding us? And you could see all the alfalfa stuck in her mane, so she's had her head straight in the bale. I guess that's one thing about the design of this place. I'm the one who put up all of this fence. It's too bad that the apple tree was planted here, but of course, the guy who owned the place didn't have this many horses, because I would like to extend this fence line, change it from going on an angle to go straight north. Hi, Audrey. Thanks for coming in. That's what I need to do, is get an aerial shot of this place. Make a fire. Well, then I would have to drag out a whole bunch of firewood where I am. I am going to drive, even though I could easily walk within 10 minutes back to the house. I load up the truck with all my tools, and I'll just park out there. When I get tired or want a snack, I'll have something in the truck, and I could start it for a bit to warm up. If I get cold, though. Right now, all I'm wearing is a sweater. When you start working, you get warm. As long as I don't get too warm, because I know when you sweat and you're working in the cold, when you get in the house, you just have that chill go through you, and nothing warms you up until you take a hot shower. But it'd be nice if I can get that fence in so that the ground can finally freeze. I'm making a mess in here with the tractor because the ground isn't frozen and all the manure is getting stirred up. And I'm getting just tall chunks of dirt here. Maybe I'll take you guys over and show you the, not that it's something great, but the pigeons are hatching their chicks like crazy right now. Oh, and the horses are gonna think I'm feeding them. And I know I keep saying I gotta make a video. I feel like it's getting to the point where it's a must because my numbers are dropping off. Because if you go to my channel, it looks like I haven't posted anything. Even if you go live, it's not what shows. Oh, you can't come in here, Bo. Nope. You move. Move. How dark is it gonna be? I guess this is another job I need to do. But yeah, this is slightly heated, so I'm not worried about doing this job until I'm completely shut down outside. But those are, is that Mike? Hi, Mike. Those are a couple of eggs. They look kind of big on screen, but they're not. They're tiny pigeon eggs. Or, yeah, Jerry, I'm done with that. I still haven't sent out my last 2 prizes. And it just got too expensive for me to send out prizes. There's one that's growing up. And this rooster, I think he's getting up in age. Oh, sorry. Phone's adjusting. He's getting up in age because he's lying where the hens lie. And I think the younger roosters pick on him. But this guy's a very good boy. If you want docile roosters, in my experience, Americanas are very good. I don't know if they're purebred. They're definitely cross. But I used to have 5 and a couple died. So the one I showed you is the oldest one. And there's that one and the one on the ground. I haven't even been counting my hens to see if anybody's been taking them. Because if there was wildlife that could crawl over the fence or fly down, they could easily take. So this guy was born a couple days ago. And then I think yesterday these guys just hatched. So it seems to be the only thing that's really successful on this farm is hatching out the pigeons. And I cleaned out the nest box yesterday, but I didn't clean this off because I didn't want to disturb the little guy. I'll have to get it once he's grown up. And there's the ducks and the goose. And that's another job I haven't gotten to. I gotta remove that wire from the roof because that's all it does. It gets weighted down by the snow. You can see on top of the tree there's a level of snow because the wire is there. I'm just gonna remove it completely because I give up on trying to keep the pigeons out. But I wish I had more black hens. I only have 2. And those would have been hatched out on this farm. Because I love picking up the green eggs. Oh, we'll come back later to do the chores. No eggs right now, guys. They sit by the door. The dogs sit by the door because sometimes if the eggs are really dirty and I don't feel like taking them in the house, I just chuck them to the dogs. They love that. Hey, Rip. And I still haven't gotten to that knot in his mane. Okay, let's go, Bo. Bo's being timid because rain's right here. And Ty looking for food. Ty's really chunky. He's like the chunkiest horse here. And this guy needs training because the other day I was walking here in the dark. No, Jovita. It's above 0, so I don't know what it might be, like around 40. Oh, is Des doing that 24-hour live right now? I'll have to go on there and listen to her while I work. Show some support. Is it the 12th already today? Yes, it is. I remember her saying that last time. But this guy, his butt is so big. He's like a draft horse, the way he's got that ridge. Well, I'm definitely going to go over there after this. I do want to get, because it is nice and sunny, it is only daylight till 5 o'clock. I'll probably end this in a couple minutes so that I get the most on my daytime, because I thought if I could get these 8-footers in today, that means I only have to put the posts, the 7-foot ones that go in between. In total, I have to do 120 posts, and if it's going to be nice all week, I was thinking to park my truck with the headlights on if I wasn't too exhausted after work one day and just start digging. I got to take advantage of the ground not being frozen yet. So, and really, if you think about it, if I did 10 posts a day, 12 days later, I'd be done. And that would put me at the end of this 2 weeks of warmth. Like, it does go below 0 every night, but it's not enough to freeze the ground yet. So I can still get that post hole digger in the ground. And I'm digging in sand. I'm not dealing with any tree roots or anything like that. So it's easy digging. It's the only thing that gets me tired is the repetition of all the work. Like, I feel like I barely did anything yesterday, and I was beat by the end of the day. But I guess I did rip down a fence, and then we pulled out the posts, and then I dug a couple in. but today's just digging in posts. So just, I guess a quick update, show you what's up around here. Yes, Jerry, I'm doing everything by myself. The only thing that I asked for help with was my daughter helped put, I don't know what kind of strap it is. It's like a tow strap. I tie it to one of the tractor forks, and then she will wrap it around the post. As I'm on the tractor, I lift the front bucket and pulls the post right out. So she's helped me with that, and that saves a lot of time so that, oh, it's not that much. I've dug, that whole area I dug in, but yes, I see that I'm at 30 minutes now. I will see you guys if you go and visit Des. I'll probably see you over there. And otherwise, we'll see you next Sunday. Thank you for coming in. We'll see you next time.